Dun 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 dun. Welcome, assassins, to this week's Ramble vlog, where I narcissistically ramble on and on and on. Well, anyway, let's get right into it. So, welcome. The updates for this week is I will be going to PAX West. If you guys are anywhere in or around the Seattle area, come by and visit me at the Westin, which is where the VR Village will be. If you are familiar with PAX West or Seattle, the Westin is not where PAX proper is. It's sort of a remote site where they sort of like throw all of their VR activations. But not to worry, one of these days, someday soon, we will quickly take over PAX proper, and we shall spread the good VR word all over the world. So anyway, what we are doing in the Westin is we have a couple of different activations. One is the VR Village, where it's PAX run. It is a brand agnostic VR area, meaning that they just want. I really agree with it. I really like the person who runs it. Why can't I think of the words? Why can't I think of like machine after machine after machine of Oculus, of Vive. They're even trying to get PSVR in there. We will have a bunch of pick and plays, so varying different experiences, as well as Marvel Powers United, where you get to play as 4 Marvel superheroes with the promise of adding at least 8 more heroes into the mix. And then right across from the VR Village, our brand-centered Oculus room, the Grand Crescent, on the same floor, right across from the ballroom that the VR Village is in, we will have VR Challenger League inside of there. And what that is it's actually officially a part of esports now, virtual reality, Oculus. Bam! Oculus. And we will be doing Friday and Saturday, Lone Echo Arena. I always get that confused. Lone Echo is the single player. Echo Arena is the multiplayer, which is our zero gravity Ender's Game, like ultimate frisbee, VR esports title, 3-on-3 up to 5-on-5, where we will be handing out wristbands and promoting VR Challenger League. Intel is sponsoring it as well. And then Sunday and Monday, we are going to have the Unspoken tournament, which I think I've rambled on about the Unspoken before, which is one-on-one mage dueling. You conjure power in your hands and you throw it at your enemies. And it's a game done by Insomniac, actually. And Echo Arena and Lone Echo is done by Ready at Dawn, who did Order 1888. 1880. It was a really beautiful looking game. I didn't have a PS4 when it came out, so I didn't play it, but I want to. It's a really great developer, and it won VR Game of the Year at E3. I hope I'm not repeating any of this information. So anyway, I'll be at PAX until the following Monday, and VR Let's Plays are still going to continue coming out this week. D&D probably is not going to continue, is not going to come out this week. We just haven't had a lot of time, because a lot of catching up on work to do and things of the like. Also, I have been thinking, I've been toying around with the idea of, actually, let me first preface by saying that if you have not heard of something called ASMR, I would like to introduce it to you. Really quickly. And what ASMR is I'm not even going to go into what the acronym means because I forget. It is, how to put it? It's like ambient daily life noises that are proven to incite a reaction, a physical reaction inside of you that feels really good. It's just very pleasant. So imagine, if you're not familiar with it, imagine when you get a haircut and sometimes you get like tingly sensation on your shoulder blades and neck. First of all, also, let me differentiate ASMR between Sasa. Sasa can be a very similar feeling, although it is fundamentally different, because ASMR, you don't want to do anything to interrupt. You just want to relax and you want to take in the physical sensation provided to you by the audio. Sasa, you want to get up and you want to take over the world. You want to react immediately to what you're experiencing. And for me anyway, I just want to yell at the top of my lungs. That is the difference. So ASMR, whereas describing the feeling is similar physically, it's fundamentally different. So what this is what ASMR is they're ASMR artists on YouTube, and they will have a mic in front of them, and it'll be a view similar to this, and they will make seemingly very random noises, and they will find out the most random effective noise possible to incite this reaction. And I should also mention that some people are immune, unfortunately, to ASMR, and some people react differently to different noises. So for me, for instance, I react less to the tapping on and clicking of random objects, and I am more of a mouth sound kind of person. So honestly, it's so weird to talk about, but it works so well. People just like chewing gum around the microphone and making different mouth noises just really, really works for me and is super effective. Also, it helps you get to sleep. It helps you relax. It has become maybe not an integral part of my life, but definitely something that I try to listen to go to bed nearly every night. And so I would highly recommend that you look it up. You look it up with an open mind, and you look it up in a semi-chilled environment, because the hotter it is, the harder that I found it is to get that physical reaction that is really pleasing. Also, don't get addicted to it. When I first started out, I would listen to it while editing. I would listen to it while doing so many different things, and my threshold, it's a little bit harder for me to have that reaction now. So take your time, be patient, and don't just overdo it and try and listen to it 24/7, however enticing it may be. But yeah, check out different methods of ASMR to try and see where you stand in it. And if it absolutely doesn't work, again, I'm very sorry, because it is just a very pleasant sensation. And so I've been thinking of making my own ASMR channel. I will give more details on that if I decide to pull the trigger, but I'm pretty close to pulling the trigger. I did like a test video the other night, and it was just super hot, so I was sweating, and that's like, you don't really want to see this sweaty person like disappearing behind the camera and making noises in your ear. So I'm probably going to wait until it cools down a bit, but this is not me advertising myself. This is me just promoting ASMR as a whole, because I have a feeling I'm just going to be absolutely terrible. But yeah, so let me know if you've heard of it before. Let me know what works for you for ASMR. Let me know what your favorite noises are, your favorite sounds, your favorite ASMR triggers is what they call them. And let's talk about it. I think it's a super fascinating subject. It's something that it's proven to work, but it's not proven why it works. Oh, another super interesting thing is that I read actually a little bit about it, and mouth sounds to me in real life, not listening to ASMR, are it's a trigger in an opposite direction. If somebody chews gum with their mouth open around me, I hate that person, and I know that I'm not right to hate that person. It's just something that I can't control. I despise that sound in real life. And in ASMR, listening to it in another fashion through headphones, somebody purposely doing it and me actively seeking it out, it's this weird, magical flip where it is the most appealing sound ever. And I don't know why that is. A hypothesis is that fear and Sasa and ASMR and all these different things they have the very same physical sensation. It's just the mental tie to that sensation. It's the mental tie in the moment to that sensation that differentiates it, if that makes sense. So if I am afraid, I get the same physical reaction, the same tingly sensation, but... Sorry, assassins, my phone randomly stopped. I should have like a mirror on the other side so I can see the status of it. And I always forget to hold my arm out way farther away. So maybe it was a good thing that it stopped. But anyway, so it is the situation purely that dictates what your association to that feeling, to that physical sense, that same physical tingly sensation is. For instance, if I am terrified, like a monster's coming at me in real life, let's pretend that. If I'm terrified that this monster is coming at me, the sensation will be the same. But let's say that monster turns into someone that I love so heavily, the feeling of love and excitement would be very similar. It's just the association completely flips the sensation from horror to some form of ecstasy in some way, but it at the core is the same physical sensation. It's really, really fascinating. And so for me, gum chewing is so apparent, and this is why it's so weird, because again, gum chewing in real life, I despise people gum chewing in real life, but because it might be because I think it's the most, subconsciously, I think it's the most rude, disrespectful thing to do in front of other people and make this loud noise. But actively seeking it out via ASMR and understanding that it is not somebody being rude doing it, it's somebody purposefully doing this to cause this effect in somebody else, I have that positive association with it, and it becomes a very positive feeling. I really hope that I'm explaining this adequately. I fear that I'm not. But anyway, you should just you should give it a try. You should give ASMR a try. And yes, so that will be the end of this video. I lost my train of thought having to re-record this. But let me know if you're at PAX. Let me know what triggers work for you. If you already like ASMR. If you have any questions regarding ASMR, it would really help me out to help try and answer them. If I can. I still find it very, very fascinating. And again, if it doesn't work for you, I am sorry. I'm sure that you are elevated by other means that I would not be able to attain, if that makes sense. So, as always, keep the questions coming. I fear they have dropped off as of late, because I have been so sporadic and not adhering to my word as I should be. But as always, until fate next brings us together, and never stop playing video games.